All right. We're going to call to order the City of
Recording
Sherwood.
in progress.
Oh, we are in progress now, officially. All right, call to order the City of Sherwood Planning Commission meeting for August 13th, 2024. I'm gonna officially welcome our new commissioners before we do the roll call. We have Commissioner Stilton, Joe, and Commissioner Walmsley, Jay, and we have a new staff member who has been here probably a long time, but I think this is the first public hearing that you've had an opportunity to attend. So Sean Conrad is our new planning manager. So welcome to 3 new faces in the room this evening. So if we could have a roll call.
Chair Simpson?
Here.
Commissioner Kai?
Here.
Commissioner Tilton?
Here.
Commissioner Walmsley?
Here.
And Commissioner Vance, Commissioner Wydola, and Commissioner Barnes are absent.
All right, thank you very much. First item on the agenda is our consent agenda, which consists of the May 14th Planning Commission meeting minutes and the June 25th work session meeting minutes. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move we approve the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions?
I abstain.
All right. All right. Motion carries. Council liaison announcements. Councilor Stankey, welcome this evening.
Thank you. Good evening, Chair Simpson and commissioners. For those of you who don't know, the city manager pro tem, who is Craig Sheldon, has officially been hired as the city manager for the city now. And yeah, we're really excited to have him on as the city manager. He did a great job in the interim when our previous city manager left, and we're excited to have him on board in an official capacity now. The Winterhawks owner has purchased the ice arena here in Sherwood, and it'll remain open. I don't know, there was some discussion about possibly closing, but it will remain open now as one of the few ice arenas in the Portland Metro. They're hosting actually their training camp from the 24th to 28th here in Sherwood that will select their team for this year. They're also doing fitness testing at the Sherwood Fieldhouse to kind of showcase Sherwood in the area here. There's a chamber breakfast this Friday, the 16th, from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the Sherwood High School, where you can meet the new superintendent, Dr. Aaron Downs, and you can hear about what his plans are for the school district this year. And then movie in the park this Friday is Wonka, and that'll start at dusk.
Very exciting.
That's all I got. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Staff announcements. Eric,
Are there any general staff announcements? Go ahead if you have any general.
I don't have any general.
Okay, cool. I did want to give just a really high-level development update. It's been a while since we've given an update on all the development happening, and you guys are key to that. So wanted to, and for our new counselors, wanted to, I guess, orient you to some of the stuff that's going on. And by the way, welcome to our new commissioners. Thank you guys for your service. It is you know, you guys are volunteers, and it's going to take time, energy, effort, all that stuff. Not to worry you, but I really appreciate the time and energy you're volunteering on behalf of the community and to our current commissioners. So development update, and for Mark in the back, I'm sharing the screen here. I'm not sure if you have it. So I'll start with commercial, and you may see some construction going on this side off Century Drive. That's a storage building that Planning Commission approved 2022. Ground floor, there will be some flex industrial space, so that's under construction now. You also see grading on these properties here. This is going to be really similar in format to what's going on right here, basically small scale retail. There's a lot of interest and already some tenants identified for it, so kind of traditional retail uses here. The hotel that is on this property here we haven't issued building permits for that yet, but we still believe that the project is moving forward, probably maybe next year. Conditions for hotels right now are still tough, but we do expect the hotel to move forward within the next few years. Let's see. Commercial, and we can't talk about it, but we do have a land use application for redevelopment of this site for a Costco. Because we have a land use application in right now, that's as much as I'll say, and the Planning Commission is the decision maker on the application, and any appeal would go to City Council. So that application is in review. Once it's deemed complete, we will schedule a public hearing. So I don't know when that will be, but sometime in the next few months we'll schedule a public hearing. Cedar Creek Plaza, the vacant pad here, you guys are probably familiar with. We did approve as a type 2, a staff decision, a retail pad very similar to what has already gone in here, and that should break ground pretty quickly here. In terms of residential, actually I'll go to industrial and then residential. Still going to town in the Tonkin employment area. This is an old map, but this site is now built and has occupancy. That's Sherwood Commerce Center Phase 1 at the top of the hill. You'll see a whole bunch of grading going on at this corner right here, Oregon Street and Tonkin Road. That's another industrial site that has submitted for land use approval. So that one's in completeness review as well. So that this site will be coming to you shortly. If you remember our two longer-standing commissioners, there was a whole bunch of excitement between these two properties. This property owner, Schnitzer, purchased this smaller property and are now proposing a building similar to what they've already constructed. And then this site in the back here is being graded. We've actually issued foundation permits for it. It's Panattoni Development. Not too long ago, Planning Commission approved this. About 400,000 square foot building. So this will be going up vertical pretty quickly here. So you're going to see panels and other stuff within the next few weeks probably on this site here. Planning Commission does not make a decision on annexations. That goes to City Council, but we are looking at annexation of a few city-owned properties as well as a few private properties in here, and that's to accommodate Ice Age Drive, which will connect Oregon Street with 124th and open up this whole industrial area. So we will annex some additional land, and I suspect we'll get land use applications on those as well. Residential, probably remember the Denali subdivisions and PUDs. Those homes are going in right now. They are doing Street of Dreams again this year, but on a much smaller scale. They're doing basically a rotating or a satellite Street of Dreams. So most cities in the region probably have a house or two that are participating in Street of Dreams instead of a central single site. And then of course we have the Brookman Edition. A lot of development going on in the Brookman Edition. Some of the smaller subdivisions that we approved recently, Reserve at Cedar Creek by David Weekly, those are starting to go up now as well. So again, the map is a little dated, but a lot of development, single family mainly is what we're seeing. They are doing some interior ADUs in here, not a lot, but there are some basically second units, for multi-generational living within these larger footprints. But we aren't seeing any duplexes, triplexes, things like that at this point. And then Sherwood Boulevard. If you're driving on Sherwood Boulevard, you'll recall a project, sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy, project we approved a few years ago on this site. So it's under construction now. These trees have been removed and there's some foundations going in right now. So that project is moving forward as well. So I think that is everything. Happy to take any questions. Maybe the last one, Tualatin Sherwood Road, not a city project, it's a county project. That should wrap up fall of next year is my understanding for when that gets wrapped up. So thanks for the patience on that. And I'll leave it there. Happy to answer any quick questions on that.
Is there an application in the Dross for less parking lot?
I apologize. There is an application in there. The tenant has not been identified as confidential tenant, but that decision has been issued, and it's in the appeal period right now.
Okay.
I don't expect an appeal, but it's been approved.
Okay, yeah, I looked online. I didn't see any. The site hadn't been updated
Gotcha. We can make sure that notice of decision is on the website.
Yeah, I didn't see that on there, so.
Yeah, and this site here, you guys have recommended approval of a zone change last year, 2 years ago. We have not seen the application come in, but my understanding is that there's still a proposal for multifamily development.
But their timeline is 2 years, isn't it? Unless they do like big
No, the zone change is just automatic,
No, I
permanent.
mean, but for the building permit.
Oh, they don't have any approval. They need to come in and get the site plan approval from you. You guys have, Gene, you've
We
been here
didn't do
long
it.
enough where you've done a site plan approval on here in 2016. That expired. Then they did a zone change, and then they have now reapplied for site plan approval. So there's no valid site plan approval right now.
Got it.
Cool. Any other questions?
Thank you for the update. A lot going on in the city. All right. Next on the agenda is community comments. Community comments are limited to those items not already on the agenda. Anybody wishing to speak under community comments or during the public hearing, we ask that you fill out one of the blue testimony forms in the back and turn it into the the administrative assistant, planning commission secretary, or any member of staff. We don't have any blue cards for community comments. All right, then we'll move on to public hearings. All right, the public hearing on case file LU 2024-014 PA Food Cart Pods is called to order. The purpose of this hearing is to provide the public with an opportunity to testify and provide information to the Planning Commission concerning the food cart pods, case file LU 2024-14 PS. I will now turn it over to the planning manager to read the legislative public hearing script.
Thank you, Chair Simpson. The Commission will conduct tonight's hearing in the following order. Staff will present the staff report, followed by questions, if any, by the Planning Commission for staff. We will then open the hearing for public testimony, and each person's time will be limited as follows. Applicant, 30 minutes split between presentation and rebuttal. In this case, this evening, the city is the applicant. Persons in favor of the application, 4 minutes each. Persons opposed to the application, 4 minutes each. Rebuttal from the applicant, remainder of the 30 minutes. We will then close the public hearing. Final comments by staff, questions of staff, if any, by the Commission, and then finally discussion and deliberation by the Commission.